Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Okakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters listening and learning, and to you brothers preaching and teaching the truth through the four corners of the earth. Brother Nathan, come out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. And just want to hit this, get this article right quick. Let's get right to it, Pray to be edifying. That's from CBS News. The Supreme Court says Biden administration can remove razor wire that Texas installed along the border. So there's been a standoff between basically Texas and the federal government on the border crossing. Texas is using the National Guard to block these immigrants from coming in, especially in like the Eagle Pass, Texas area where they see a lot of immigrants try to pass, so they put razor wire to help deter it more, but the federal government don't want them to do it. So this is, this is amazing because, this is that build up for that civil war, that sedition, that division amongst their own selves, man. And we need that, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is, spirit is rolling through this earth, man, and stirring up everything that he said. Prophecy is coming to pass, man. Let me go ahead and read some, and then we'll get a few precepts that I won't make it too long. It reads, the Supreme Court on Monday allowed federal immigration agents to remove the razor wire that Texas state officials have set up along some sections of the U.S.-Mexico border to try to discourage migrants from crossing into the country unlawfully. A lower court ruling last year had barred the federal government from removing the razor wire that National Guard soldiers deployed by Governor Greg Abbott assembled on the banks of the Rio Grande near the Texas border town of Eagle Pass, a busy sector for illegal crossings. But in a 5-4 vote, the Supreme Court suspended that lower court ruling at the request of the Biden administration, which has argued the razor wire obstructs Border Patrol's ability to process immigrants who are already on American soil and to help those who may be in distress. Chief Justice John Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett sided with the court. Three liberals, Elena Kagan, Sonia Sotomayor, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, in voting to lift the lower court's injunction. Justices Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, and Brett Kavanaugh would have allowed it to remain in place. Federal law requires Border Patrol to process migrants who enter the U.S. illegally to determine whether they should be deported, transferred to another federal agency, sent to a long-term immigration detention center, or released pending a review of their asylum claims. Texas state officials don't have the legal authority to make these determinations. While the and that's the division, because they're going through with it anyways. They're standing on, what they say in this world, what they've been saying lately, standing on business. Texas is standing on business, man. And Texas is one of those few states, they're in that spirit of breaking off from the U.S. Just like Florida, and I think there's a couple others, but those are like those main two that you hear about, so Texas is, they're standing up, man, but this is what we need. This is exciting for us, man, for us hopeful elect brothers and sisters, man. We need this to happen. We need chaos to ensue. We need the sedition. We need destruction. We need things happening, all right? We need the war and pestilence. We need the famines, all right? Because why? Because Yahweh Shemel Shai said these had to come to pass, man. Because these are the beginning of sorrows, all right? So we have to go through all this hell, all right, on this side, and Lord willing, we get delivered out of it, because it's all going to play in the parts of Jacob's trouble. Because you got the northern kingdom, coming over across the border, getting in these detention centers and, escaping, or making it all the way over here, man. But, little do they know, majority of these northern kingdom, man, they coming up here for what? Judgment, man. We know great judgment is coming here. We know the great salvation, is going to be here as well. But hey, there's going to be great judgment, great death and destruction being put upon here, man, upon America, Babylon the Great. It says, and it reads, while the Biden administration has argued the razor wire impedes Border Patrol operations, Texas has said it deters migrants from swimming across the Rio Grande to enter the country illegally. Still, a group of migrants routinely crawl underneath the wire to get into the U.S., often cutting themselves in the process. The White House welcomed news of the Supreme Court's move, with a spokesperson saying Texas political stunts like placing razor wire near the border simply make it harder and more dangerous for frontline personnel to do their jobs. Ultimately, we need adequate resources and policy changes to address our broken immigration system. But Texas officials remained adamant. Abbott's office said the absence of razor wire and other deterrence strategies encouraged migrants to make unsafe and illegal crossings between ports of entry, while making the job of Texas National Guard soldiers and Department of Public Safety troopers more dangerous and difficult. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton said the Supreme Court's order allows Biden to continue his illegal effort to aid the foreign invasion of America. Right. You got droves, thousands and thousands of immigrants coming over the border, man. And it's not only just the Northern Kingdom. You're seeing the so-called Chinese, the Moabites, the Ammonite. You're seeing people of different nations, man. These Hamitic Africans, coming over, fighting aged men. You don't see a whole bunch of women and children. So that's a telltale sign, man, that hey, this really is an invasion. These people are getting put up in hotels, and I've heard that shutting down certain schools to be able to house these immigrants, man. So things are getting things are really getting brewed up, man. Man, Yahweh Shemel Shah has shown us, man, he's about to let it loose soon. That's what we pray for. On Wednesday, Texas defied a demand from the Department of Homeland Security to stop blocking Border Patrol agents from the park, rejecting the Biden administration's argument that the action violated the Constitution. The DHS had promised to refer the matter to the Justice Department for a potential legal action against Texas. The Justice Department last week alerted the Supreme Court of Texas' seizure of the Eagle Pass Park, citing it as an example of the state preventing Border Patrol agents from doing the job. See, and they're basically the way they're selling it is, hey, basically like Texas, hey, they're just rogue now. You know what I mean? They ain't listening to us. All right, they're making it a dangerous environment for us. That's what they're selling it to. But hey, this is great. Let me let's get the first precept here. This is Isaiah 19:2, and it reads, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The modern day Egyptians is these Edomites, these so-called white people, because they're in the power seat now. Okay? It's lucky. So these Edomites, man,